So we're doing a hill climb test here. We've got this clamp on as kind of a power pad.
Everybody likes a good squeeze.
Yeah.
Really, the biggest selling point of the new Gotway MSP is its upgraded torque.
It's a beast. It really climbs fast. There's no hint of a cutout, or it's just smooth. That's the thing. That's really the difference between the MSuper Pro is the power delivery is just so much smoother than the MSX. We've done about 40 of these already.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now we're going to compare this to the MSX.
If you practice last.
Whoa!
It doesn't seem as fast.
It's not as fast. It's holding on up the hill, and it's giving me some torque, but it definitely, it's not accelerating up the hill like the MSuper Pro. Pretty interesting. Well, there you go. Even with power pads, I was struggling a tad there.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, it's complaining a little bit.
2, 1, go!
We got Mark on the MSP. Go ahead.
Some of our best times were achieved with riders' arms extended forwards and upwards to get as much forward weight as possible.
That's quick, buddy.
He's just rocketing up there. That's pretty amazing. And it feels like it's not giving up too. It's got more left. So Jeff is in front of me today in the MSuper Pro. He's got a DIY clamp lean pad situation there. And we did a pretty cool acceleration and torque test of all these wheels, basically just comparing the MSuper Pro and the MSX. This is where Kuji rolls always falls.
Yeah.
But basically this MSP has wider cells, wider magnets, all right?
More magnetic field, which means for the same amount of current, you get more force.
More force, more torque. We were not able to overlean it today.
We might not do it weighing that.
Yeah, we're speeding, big time.
Right, so this is like an overlean demonstration at 0 speed. We call it the stall torque of the motor. This is the peak torque that it can ever make, as it has its most torque at 0 speed. So if I block it into a wall where it cannot go forward and I lean as hard as I can actually get it to stop self-balancing. And in that case, the current experience on that time was like 120 amps, but I've seen the 210 peak on this wheel. So then the comparison is, with the wheel that has a more powerful motor, does it feel like we can get it to lean forward when the motor is stalled? And the MSX is really good for this because it gives me a handle that I can use to lever it forward. I can't really lean enough with my body to get to that stall torque, but if we do it with the handle, we can give it a try. So I'm going to try to give it all. I can't get it. I just can't make it stall out. So it's got more torque than I can lift.
It's unstallable.
Hey, there'll be a limit.
At least it's 0.
Yeah, your body and the traction are way more of a limit than that motor at 0 speed.
That's awesome.
Don't try this at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should feel this, dude.
That's cool. That's interesting.
So we're just looking for speed. So. So could you wake that back up? So it's 80% beeps are at like 37.
Okay.
Cutoff speed 46.
All right.
So yours is gonna be way higher than that.
Interesting.
These numbers are already published, so it's not particularly novel. But,
sure. What app is that?
This is EC World, which is based on wheel log.
Okay.
But EC World does a bunch of extra stuff. It's got better support for Gotway.
Nice.
Like it does literally everything the original Gotway app did, so there's no reason to have the Gotway app anymore.
Cool, all right.
Ultimately, the MSuper Pro is a more powerful wheel, but riders without lean pads will not really be able to access this power, and in most conditions, climbing dirty, dusty, or low grip slopes, you'll be traction limited and not necessarily torque limited. It's definitely clear that the MSuper Pro makes more force for the same electrical current versus the MSX. The MSP seems to be a little bit more sensitive to rider input leaning, and that can result in the same increase in current, but this yields an even higher burst of mechanical power. This makes the wheel feel a little bit sportier and eager to accelerate on normal surfaces. During this whole test, none of us were able to sustain the MSuper Pro's peak current. However, we did reach peak current and had pedal dips with the MSX going up the slope. Lightweight riders are very unlikely to be able to use this additional power beyond what the MSP provides. This is about as big of a motor as you really need in an electric unicycle of this size. We didn't really perform these tests to evaluate heat dissipation of the wheel, but the MSuper Pro is likely to maintain speed on a grade at a lower temperature than the MSX due to its design, which includes the stronger motor that provides the same force with less current and upgraded internal cooling. This improved cooling allows heavier riders to sustain longer climbs in hotter climates. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this test. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. We will be posting an off-road test on this MSP as well. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.